Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Full Force News Burst, brought to you by GeneralsJoes Reborn.com, with me as your host, Chris, Future G.I. Joe Classified Collector McLeod, aka Diagnosticating. Joining me today to discuss more details regarding the G.I. Joe 6-inch classified toy line is Justin. They'll probably just send me all the toys for General's Joe's 5-star reviews as well.
I wish.
So without further ado, let's get stuck into this 5-star news burst. Sorry, I don't know, I'm not having a dig at you or anything. Just
no, it's all good.
I enjoy that joke a lot. A number of days ago, a bill of lading was posted on the Panjiva Shipping and Logistics website that officially highlighted the G.I. Joe classified 6-inch toy line, as well as detailing a very interesting piece of information. The official document read, "The G.I. Joe classified series are 6-inch scale, highly detailed figures featuring all new designs." And rather importantly, they added that there will also be a convention-exclusive box set titled G.I. Joe Elite as well. In addition to this, we have also seen Walmart listings for the 6-inch toy line with very odd code names to keep the true names a secret until officially revealed. The 6 listings included the codes, G.I. JCS figure assortment with the retail price of $19.87, and 2 additional listings for Dung Beetle and Mosquito for the same price.
I prefer to believe those not to be like secret code names and actual code names.
Could you imagine?
Dung Beetle Viper.
Dung Beetle Viper would be like a desert scorpion, but
Or just Dung Viper. Let's just skip the beetle. It's just Dung Viper.
Mosquito could be like some sort of horrible, like blood, like I don't know, like a blood viper or something. Imagine that. Sorry. This is all very exciting, and with Toy Fair around the corner, I'm sure we can expect a ton of info to flood in over the next week or so. Justin, this is all very exciting. How does it feel knowing G.I. Joe will be back amongst the convention-exclusive product once again?
I mean, I probably don't have to tell anybody listening to this, but I'm just getting more and more excited by the day. I mean, it's feeling a little bit more real now. We've got Toy Fair about a week away. You know, we've got some actual, Target and Walmart SKU numbers and product names, even if they are fake, although I desperately hope that Dung Beetle is not fake.
Amazing.
But I mean, this is really happening, I think, and we're really going to start seeing some pretty cool new stuff, I think, in about a week. We're going to be seeing, I would imagine, some 6-inch product. I've been trying to rack my brain to remember if in previous years they announced the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives during Toy Fair. I can't remember. Toy Fair is typically for the mass retail markets. Usually don't get a whole lot of news about store exclusives there. So I'm trying to remember if they actually ever announce Comic-Con exclusives at Toy Fair or not. But
I mean, it depends where they are along the line, doesn't it? Because I know Mattel at Toy Fair have revealed entire toy lines of the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park stuff they were working on when we first started the news burst, in actual fact. I think Toy Fair was one of the first news bursts we ever did. Yeah. And we got everyone involved in that one. But and I remember them having this huge layout of product for the upcoming year, and it was pretty much everything that was going to be a store exclusive and retail. But it's retail as well, but you know what I mean, like a store exclusive and so on. Yeah. But I think maybe at the time they just didn't reveal what was what. It was just, here's all the product. That's what we're doing. So maybe I don't know. I think maybe we've evolved a little bit to this point now, where I think Hasbro are looking at this as an opportunity to reveal a lot of information, and I think sometimes they reveal them just slightly before Toy Fair, don't they? Like some things.
I mean, typically in the days leading up to Toy Fair, like the Thursday or Friday or sometimes even Wednesday before, you will at least see one thing. They'll show an image kind of announcing, this is what we're going to be showing at Toy Fair, the new G.I. Joe classified line, and you'll see some press photos for a couple of things or maybe one thing, and then they'll say, see the rest at Toy Fair sort of stuff. So I know, that has certainly happened in the past. I think with pretty much every, G.I. Joe related or non-G.I. Joe related toy line kind of going back as far as I can remember. I remember, it's only me that's excited about this one, but I can remember like the Sigma 6 kind of announcements where not necessarily the 8-inch line, but the 2.5-inch line, which I love as well, even though people seem to hate it even more than the 8-inch line. But I remember seeing the Dragonhawk announcement and the picture of the Dragonhawk, and then just all sorts of product listings about a bunch of the rest of the stuff. So you kind of knew what you were looking for, but you didn't necessarily see images of everything. They just kind of had kind of like the showcase. So I could see them saying, this is the 6-inch Snake Eyes, and showing the 6-inch style Snake Eyes and press photos. They'll probably reveal it. You typically, like, it's either Entertainment Weekly or USA Today. We've got Brian over at USA Today, who typically has a kind of a straight line into some of the Hasbro folks who tend to hand that stuff off to him, because obviously USA Today's got a pretty high visibility. Yeah. So it's usually one of those trade sites that kind of debuts the stuff and then says, you expect to see
the rest at Toy Fair. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, what do you like, coming back to the box set, because that's something that kind of stands out as something really interesting here.
Yeah.
What do you expect from that? Do you think we'll be seeing all of those initial names that were revealed a few weeks back all bundled together in a set? Or are we looking at possibly just the Joes with a possible Cobra set around the corner later?
Oh, man. I've been racking my brain trying to think of what this is. Because, I mean, did it actually say, it said conventions. Did it actually say box set, or did it say just conventions?
Yeah, it says, and I'll quote in a few seconds.
Say that again. When I obviously wasn't paying attention when you said this about 10 minutes ago.
You're a terrible, terrible co-host. I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm still on. It literally says material DESC and then semicolon. Then it says GIJ Elite Convention Set.
Okay.
So that could be 2 figures. It could be, we could be looking at a Snake Eyes Storm Shadow two pack or something.
Yeah.
We could be
this could be 6-inch. This could be 4-inch. I mean, who knows? I would expect if it's a set.
I think this is a 6-inch because it's
it says classified.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said classified, so that pretty much says it's a 6-inch. So, yeah, I don't know how much of a quote-unquote set they can get away with when you're talking about 6-inch figures. I know they've done... I'm going to have to really... Because I've barely paid attention to 6-inch stuff in the past. I mean, I love Marvel Legends, and Star Wars Black is cool enough. But, when Comic-Con exclusives were announced, I didn't really necessarily pay a whole lot of attention. So I'm going to have to go back over the past couple of years and kind of get an idea what the Comic-Con exclusives
there's that really cool Uncanny X-Force 3-pack that they did. That was really, really cool. And I think, when I think about it, I would imagine we're probably looking at maybe to tie into the Snake Eyes, push, that it might be Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow as a 2-pack. That's just
I would figure it's probably going to be something different. I mean, not like a normal looking Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, because I would assume those, the standard familiar Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, I think would be probably released in the retail line. So what are they going to do to change them up?
How about this? Version 2s of both. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, but man, version 2 Snake Eyes is like the best known version of Snake Eyes, so I can't imagine they would put that as a comic exclusive.
When you look at the lineup, right, of that, the actual names that we know are going to be utilized in the first wave, it's all those figures that it's all version 1s apart from Snake Eyes. When you look at, we don't know this, but when you look at Snake Eyes as an iconic design, you're right. It's that second version with the visor and timber and the kind of Ninja Commando merging. But when you look at that lineup, you kind of think, well, maybe they're going to do Snake Eyes as a retail figure with the Commando goggles as his first version was. And then for the, like you say, for the kind of exclusive, the box set, etc., maybe we could be seeing a version 2. And then if it is going to be like a 2-pack, which, it's got to be more than one figure, unless it's like a deluxe figure that has lots of different things going on with it. It could be a Cobra Commander with multiple different things and a throne. It could be, we don't really know. I mean, it's all speculation at the moment, but I think, a 2-pack is probably your best bet for a 6-inch box set.
Good. I'm looking through some of these like past sets, and they've got one that was in 2016, which was the Raft, which had like 10 figures in it. I'm like, I don't think we're getting that for G.I. Joe in its first year. But so my theory about 6-inch figures wouldn't get multi-figure sets is probably right out of the water. Actually, I don't know if it's got 10, but it's got like 5 or 6 anyway.
I mean, there was a Thor set that was really cool that opened out, and it had like about, I don't know, maybe
about 5
figures in it. So I mean, we could be seeing that first wave just put out as a set. I don't know, but that would be a bit of a waste when you think about all the other, things they could do with this with the convention. I mean, we don't. We'll find out soon, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, it could. yeah, I don't know. It's tough to speculate just because G.I. Joe hasn't really been in this position before. As a 4-inch line, convention set can easily be multiple figures and whatever. It's not a big deal. But as 6-inch, we're just us primitive G.I. Joe collectors aren't used to wrapping our heads around 6-inch figures, so we can't really strategize how this is going to be released. But you can't
call them primitive, figures. Justin. That's really rude, mate. That's but I mean,
it could be 2 or 3 figures, but I think you're probably it would almost certainly involve Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, I would believe.
Totally. In any case, it's really exciting. I can't wait to start seeing actual physical stuff of this. And like I said, we're going to be the Full Force are going to be at Toy Fair next week. Is it next week already?
Next week, yeah. It's crazy. It's a week from today.
Holy crap snacks. I'll have to... Well, that's another thing I should say. Apologies to those who have been waiting for news bursts for the last 4 or 5 days. I've been in the process of moving house. My beautiful wife Kate and I have gone to Pawtucket, Rhode Island. That's where we're living right now, so we're very close to not only Justin Bell, but also Hasbro are literally around the corner from us. I could probably walk to the Hasbro office today, and it's freezing, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But that's where we are at the moment. So apologies.
You're going to have to do a live stream, breaking into the Hasbro office at midnight type
dressed
of thing.
as Snake Eyes.
Yeah. Climbing over the chain link fence and sneaking around the Mr. Potato Head statue out front.
Just doing horrible things.
Mission Impossible music in the background.
Doing horrible things to the Mr. Potato Head statue, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, mate. Thank you, Justin, for jumping on, bud, and chatting with me about this convention stuff. The G.I. Joe Classified, G.I. Joe Elite convention box set, and so on and so forth. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime.
That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Thank you to my wonderful co-host, Justin Bell. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @The Full Force, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/The Full Force, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback or questions. We have also started a Patreon page, so if you want to see your name up in lights on these videos or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/The Full Force Podcast, or click the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.